Hello, hello, hello. I am author and entrepreneur, the cerebral palsy, vigilante, Zachary Bennell. And that alarm means you have caught me getting ready to review another episode of the sitcom Speechless. This week, we are confronted with the STA Staircase, which is episode 21 of season 3. If you have not yet seen through this episode, be warned. Spoilers are about to begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please join me in giving Speechless a round of applause. Bravo! Bravo! What an incredible episode. Thank you, Scott Silvia. Thank you, Zach Anner. Thank you to everyone involved in writing this episode. To see the subject matter explored in The Staircase play out was so seriously gratifying. Or maybe I should say subject matters, as I enthusiastically enjoyed 2 of the 3 story arcs which played out within the episode. I respected all 3, but the Jimmy and Kenneth story failed to connect with me the same way the other stories did. Though I imagine parents of teenagers might have passionately connected to Jimmy and Kenneth's arc. Jimmy, used to his teenagers being dismissive of his fatherly advice, feels refreshed when Kenneth takes Jimmy's input to heart. The premise is slightly flawed considering just the previous episode on the Arrow Road, AJ again, JJ seeks advice from Jimmy. So there stands a flaw in the long-term storytelling, but most sitcoms have similar issues. Anyways, throughout The Staircase, Jimmy and Kenneth enjoy a father-son-like relationship gag. Now, personally, I found the dynamic to be more over the top and funny. A similar sentiment I felt towards the story involving Maya, Ray, and Dylan until about halfway in. The hijinks I initially found over the top occur after Maya gets jealous when her business partner Melanie receives a surprise with Melanie's son Logan expressing his loving affection for his mother via song during the Cerebral Palsy Awards, a Cerebral Palsy Foundation event. No one said awards. Afterwards, Maya tasks Dylan and Ray with getting JJ to come to the event. However, JJ is preoccupied, something we will get into momentarily. Trying to win Maya's favor and move up in the power rankings of the DeMeo siblings, Dylan forces Ray into a wheelchair and pushes Ray to pretend to be JJ, leading to an embarrassing moment for the business partners. Here is where my opinion on the story shifted. Afterwards in the parking lot, Maya apologizes to Melanie and admits to being jealous of Logan's act of affection. spoken quite wisely, Melanie explains why comparing their kids is a bad idea. Melanie even admits to wishing Logan would be too busy for these type of events. Yet Melanie knows better than to be jealous of JJ soaring. Melanie's words bust the common cliche that the grass is always greener on the other side. This scene perfectly ties Maya and Melanie's arc in with JJ's happenings in the staircase. JJ is not at the Cerebral Palsy Foundation event because he is meeting Izzy's parents. Nerves become frustration for JJ when Izzy's father's attitude goes from intimidation to patronizing when he learns that JJ uses a snazzy scooter. Izzy's parents then go out and leave the couple with their space. Izzy gets upset that her parents wrote JJ off so innocently and suggests that her parents' minds would change if when they arrived back they caught JJ and Izzy in Izzy's bed together. If that's what it takes to fight prejudice, JJ was willing to make the sacrifice. Getting to Izzy's bedroom, however, becomes an issue. Enter the subject of the episode, the staircase. After failing to get JJ up the steps on their own, Izzy and JJ call JJ's PT, Joyce, for help. Another obstacle awaits once in Izzy's room, as her bed is off the ground, requiring a climb of a small ladder to get in. The two call a friend of Izzy's dad for additional help. By the time JJ and Izzy are chilling in her bed, JJ's mood has soured. Instead of feeling manly, JJ feels he has proved Izzy's father right, and JJ is harmless. Izzy counters, pointing out everyone needs to ask for help at some time. But JJ is not persuaded. At least, not until Izzy makes one last argument, a kiss on the lips. This is easily my favorite scene from the third season of Speechless so far. I relate 100% to JJ's confidence issues. I have had similar moments. Heck, I never even asked a girl out in high school because of my vulnerability of falling left me with the mindset, who would want to go out with somebody who can't even stay on his own 2 feet? For another example, take my mindset before going on my first date. I found myself thinking, what is going to be wrong with this girl that she is into me? What a messed up attitude. Such an attitude, however, can be attributed, at least in part, to society viewing people with disabilities more asexually than as attractive matches. My hope is this episode will help change that mindset. If not for the non-disabled population, at least for those with disabilities. You might feel tempted to write off Izzy's character as unrealistic. Nobody is going to overlook your disability the way Izzy overlooks JJ's. I might feel the same way if I didn't know better. But I have friends in inter-ability relationships, for lack of a better term, and I've read books about others in inter-ability relationships. So please, let Speechless Season 3, Episode 21, The Staircase, give you hope. Don't get jealous of those in relationships either. Remember what Melanie has to say about jealousy. Combine the two story arcs, JJ's and Maya's and Melanie's. Leave me giving The Staircase a rating of 9 out of 10. Jimmy and Kenneth's over-the-top antics keep me from giving the episode a perfect score. What did you think, though? Leave your rating for the episode, from 1 being the worst to 10 being the best, in the comments below. While down there, rate this video by clicking the thumbs up icon to show you enjoyed today's review. For more Speechless episode reviews and other cerebral palsy and disability videos from me, be sure you are subscribed to my channel and have rung the bell icon to receive email notifications every time I release a new video. Until then, remember, don't blend in, blend out.